There are key medical advantages to freezing embryos. And one of them is when you're freezing eggs, you're freezing potential. They are single cells, so they are a little bit more fragile. And when they get exposed to the freezing and the thawing, there is some drop off there. So now thaw survival rates are really high. We typically say 85 to 90% of eggs typically will survive the thaw. It's not the primary concern, but I'm losing some efficiency there. I'm losing some numbers at the beginning that I otherwise wouldn't have if I was just prepared to fertilize those eggs up front. Those are eggs that had an additional chance to become fertilized and turn into embryos. So you're losing a little bit on the efficiency if you go with eggs over embryos. I think of it as more of a head start. You're being able to start theoretically with a larger pool of healthier eggs that should have a higher conversion rate to healthy embryos because they were from when you were younger. So it's giving you a head start if and should you ever need IVF. When you actually go to create embryos, you're going to know in real time the next day after the retrieval how many fertilized, a week later, how many turned into embryos. You can test the embryos if you want to. And you just have a lot more of a handle on where you stand with embryos. And you're only, one step away. Will it thaw? And 98% of embryos will survive the thaw. They're much hardier than eggs, which are a single cell. And will it implant? That's the big question. And you can say with less variability, try to get to a place where you have 2 top quality embryos if you're genetically testing them that are healthy and normal per child, because it's a 60 to 70% chance, give or take, per embryo. So if you have 3, that's a really good shot at least 1 baby, maybe even 2. With eggs, it's a lot harder to really know where you stand until you actually turn them into embryos. But egg freezing has a huge advantage that if your relationship falls apart, you're not at the mercy of that other person who also has ownership over the embryos needing to sign off on your decision, right? You own your eggs and it only involves you. So the flexibility piece is the major advantage of egg freezing.